Well, this is a fun angle. So I'm outside with a ladder because we've been changing light bulbs. It's Monday morning. Happy Memorial Day. Slept in this morning. Mom made biscuits and bacon, so that was a really yummy breakfast. I've got all of the plants in my bedroom being watered. We've washed sheets and made beds, and I changed the light bulbs in Mom's bedroom because they were burned out, so she only had, because like there's two different light circuits in her bedroom. There's the one that's like the boob light, and then there's the can lights. So all she had were the can lights. And at bedtime, that's really bright. So I just switched out the lights and the boob light, trying to fix the lights in, can you see? I don't know. In that general vicinity, we have a floodlight, and I can't get the light bulb out. So we're gonna see what we can get out. Also, let me show you this. We have weed mat that's been put down back here, and I think that what's under it should be, if not completely, then mostly dead. And we have all those new strawberry plants, like the smaller ones. So I think we might try to get those in the ground today. I don't know, we'll see how the day goes, but it's all ready. Let's see, what time is it? 11:08 a.m. And I think Mom has like a grippy pad for me to try to get the light bulb out. And then we don't even know if these are gonna be the right ones, but we'll see. We have been mildly successful with the changing of the light bulbs. We got the ones up here in the garage changed.
They worked?
Yeah, they worked. They're different colors. Let me turn the light on.
I actually like the brighter out here in the garage.
I don't even know if you can tell. We've got one like cool white. The new ones are the cool white, and the old ones are the warm white. I think it's fine out here in the garage to mix them. I don't care. I mean, if I cared, we'd fix it. I don't care. I need my handyman people. If you are like a handy dude, handy woman, and you know how to talk us through this. We have a problem with our outdoor floodlight that we're working on.
Well within the socket.
So it's like a recessed light. It's an outdoor floodlight. We can't get the bulb out. There's like the cup part that the light bulb screws into. So we're trying to unscrew the light bulb, and I think the cup part that it's seated in is stuck. And so the whole thing is turning, not just the light bulb. So we can't get the light bulb out.
And there's no way to grip it with...
Right, we can't. Help. If you know how, help. I'd appreciate it. What's next? You want to plant some strawberries?
Yeah.
I've been talking about that all weekend.
In.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have Bruce back here running, so please ignore the wow, 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 wow sound as he bumps into the countertops. I'm preparing lunch. It is 12:47. We had a late breakfast, so we're not hungry yet, but I'm gonna marinate some shrimp. I told you a while ago that I make like a pesto pasta with like a spicy shrimp, so that's what we're gonna have for lunch today. And so I'm marinating the shrimp now so that it will taste good later. I've done a little bit of outside work. I transplanted the watermelon seedlings into their own individual cups so that as their root systems develop, they won't intermingle, so that when we are ready to put them in the ground, they'll be easier to like separate from each other. So I think we're done with the outside work. It's hot outside. It's like 92, feels like 98. So we're gonna do lunch, or prepare lunch. Not cook it yet, but then we're gonna get in the pool. So it'll be a nice, relaxing holiday day. It's been a nice, relaxing holiday weekend. So I think we're ready to put the shrimp marinade together. So let me show you what I'm working with. I have a bowl full of shrimp. We had a bag that we got from Aldi, and it had the shells still on, so we took the shells off, and they're defrosted because they were in the freezer. And I just defrost it really quickly by running it under cool water. And then this yellow wad here, this is lemon zest that I keep in the freezer. It's been sitting out for a little bit, so it's like slowly defrosting, but that's what this whole big bag is. It's just a great big bag of lemon zest. When I do my major juicing episodes, then I get like huge bags of produce from Sam's Club. I will zest it first. Well, wash it, zest it, and then juice it so I can get everything. This is a bunch of garlic cloves that I've grated. I may not use all of this. I'm probably going to use about 2/3 of this. And what I don't use for the shrimp, I will make a garlic butter with. I have some crushed red pepper, like the red pepper flakes. And then I have my favorite red jalapeno garlic seasoning. and some grapeseed oil. So, pardon me, sir. I'm not in your way, am I? I want to break up this lemon zest. I'm trying not to like hit the shrimp, but I just want this to evenly distribute throughout the bowl. I'm gonna do some garlic. We'll mix that in. And it does smell really good. The lemon zest, I think, is necessary, because otherwise it's just really heavy. And then we'll do the grapeseed oil. And I'm not measuring anything. It's, you know, about a tablespoon of the lemon zest and about a tablespoon and a half of garlic and about 2 tablespoons of the grapeseed oil. You can use vegetable oil. We don't have that, so I'm using this. I think olive oil would be a little bit too heavy, but you could also use that. And then I'll just put some of this on top. And then I want to get, I have a roasted garlic seasoning powder that I want to use. So let me grab that.
That looks so good.
Doesn't? So this is like a seasoning that I got at TJ Maxx. Oh, let me see. Yeah, you can see it. And it's like dry roasted garlic. So it's got that darker caramelized color. I don't know where to tell you to find this. I am about out. And I can't find it anymore, so we'll see. Usually TJ Maxx has my back, but I haven't seen it lately, so.
I went there yesterday, I couldn't find any.
Yeah, we've been looking for it for a while. We're not out, but we're, you know, really close. So, anyway, I think that we're done making the marinade. We're gonna let this sit in the fridge until we're ready to eat. It doesn't have to be like a really long time. I've made this immediately before, so we're gonna let this sit in the fridge until we're ready to eat. Why are you showing me from the bottom?
I don't know.
All of my chin.
I got the food in it.
Turn it off. It's a little bit later now. It's almost 3 o'clock. We're out of the pool. We're drying off, warming up. The pool is nice and cool. It's hot outside, but it's nice inside. And I'm gonna make a garlic butter. So that's where we're at. We've been running the robot vacuum a bunch today. He didn't do a very good job last night. And I think we're gonna run him again. I think the plan is to watch Luca, the animated Disney movie, here in a little bit. Because I'm preparing the pesto pasta with the shrimp. And anytime I watch Luca, I wanna eat that pasta. I mean, I think any pasta sounds really good when watching Luca. I don't know about you, Mom.
I love watching Luca and eating pasta.
I mean, anytime I watch that movie, I'm like, I just want to eat a big bowl of noodles. So we're probably going to do that. I have to take Anthony home at some point this afternoon. We have to take a vehicle to a mechanic shop because all of our vehicles need oil changes. So we're going to start with the Excursion. We're going to drop that one off because it has an appointment tomorrow. So we need to drop that one off probably today. So we've got some things, but we're winding down. It's been a very nice, very relaxing weekend, don't you say? Don't you think?
It's been a really relaxing weekend.
Yeah. I had big plans, like, oh, we're going to do all this stuff. And then I decided I didn't want to do it.
Oh, we went to stay up late and watch a movie, and
Yeah.
we work a lot of weekends anyway.
And we have been working a lot of weekends recently. I'm going to set you up on this. Well, that's...
And we all have full-time jobs.
Yeah, we're tired, you know? And it's nice to actually rest and relax and take a deep breath and calm down and not do any serious homework. We did fight with those outdoor floodlights for a while, but it's so hot outside. Like feels like 98 degrees out. It's too hot to do anything. It's supposed to be like 10 degrees cooler next weekend. We'll see, but we can plant the strawberries some other time. We can plant the blueberry bushes some other time. It can wait. It doesn't have to be today. And we didn't talk about The Mummy. We watched The Mummy and The Mummy 2 last night. What is it? The Mummy Returns. And he liked The Mummy. He thought The Mummy 2, like the second one, the CGI was bad. But he said he would watch it again if he was able to make fun of it. So, yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this softened butter. So I might as well make my garlic butter. Why am I making this? Because I grated too much garlic. So that's my reasoning. And I think that that's good enough reasoning, because we'll be able to use this for bread or cooking for a while until it's gone. So that's the butter, and goes the grated garlic. And then I'll add in some of that roasted garlic seasoning that I was telling you about earlier. And then I have this, it's called pasta herb spice blend, but it's like an Italian seasoning, so I'll add some of that.
You crumble that a little bit when you put it in there?
Generally. I mean, I don't like to crush it too much.
But it does help release some of that.
Yeah. And then I'll just mix it all up. And this is really nice for garlic bread. It's really easy, and I'm a big fan of flavored compound butters. I'm a big butter girl anyway. Mom has a story about me when I was a kid. And I don't know if I want to share that here right now, man. I guess we could. You want to come in and tell the story?
Hey there!
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Woo! So she's got not quite on a lazy Susan, but sort of. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking, and she was probably 2, not really verbal, but she could speak. And she walked in the kitchen just like she did it every day, and opened up the refrigerator door and reached into the door and grabbed the stick of butter and then just took a big bite out of it. Like that. Like it was a breadstick. And it was just
Gross.
kind of stunning, but she acted like it was something that she commonly did. I thought, oh my, that's really something. Her dad saw her chewing something, and he said, "What's she eating?" And I just told him, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know." But
Well.
it was the only time I ever saw you do it, and the only time I ever found teeth marks in the butter. But she did it like she did it all the time. So maybe she just ate the whole stick of butter the other times.
I'm too young to remember any of this, but I have, like, I watch, I don't know, Instagram reels and stuff, and I guess they say that kids are, like, really young kids are really intuitive eaters, and they know what they need.
And little
So that's-
brains need fat for development. I'm not for low-fat foods being fed to little kids at all.
Yeah, I was always given, like, whole fat milk and stuff until I got a
Now,
little bit
good
older.
fats, not like fried foods and
No,
that kind
but, like,
of fat.
whole fat yogurt, cheese, milk,
Yeah,
you know,
those kinds of fats. Good fats, normal fats.
natural fats.
Natural fats.
whatever. Anyway, I don't remember it, but I justify it by, you know, saying I was little and I knew what I needed. Mom just tried my garlic butter. I'll show you what it looks like. I just think it's really easy to make garlic butter, and you know exactly what's in it. Sometimes you go to the grocery store and they have those, you know, those like plastic tubs that are already pre-made, and somehow I just don't trust those because I don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
And then if you
And
look
you
at
can
the
tell by
ingredients,
eating it, you're like, this
isn't
right.
butter. It's not real.
It's a
stuff.
spread.
Yeah, and you know, we went to that farmer's market in St. Cloud. Oh, what was that? 4 weeks ago now? It's been a while. And we got those, like, they're vegan dips. Mm-hmm. And I love the flavor. The texture's weird. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know what they are.
The hummus was the one I liked the most.
Yeah, the hummus was really good. The other dips, I'm just like, I don't know what those ingredients are. Not that they're bad, you know, and not that you can't eat that. It's just not my preference. So, I think we're gonna go upstairs and watch Luca. I don't know that we're hungry yet. We might be hungry here in about 20 minutes. I could be hungry now.
Probably by the time you made it, we would be hungry.
Maybe I should just go ahead and make it then. Yeah, and I'll show you that because I did tell you that I was going to show you how I made that pesto pasta, because I showed you how to make pesto, or how I make pesto, in a previous vlog. And in that vlog I was like, I make this really awesome pesto pasta. So I think I ought to show you how I make the whole thing. I showed you marinating the shrimp. And I don't think you have to marinate the shrimp like for a long time. I have made it immediately before. I do think that it's better when you marinate it for a few hours before you make it. So that's why I do that. Uh-oh.
Oh dear, crap.
We can't use that.
And we don't have any in the freezer because you just went through it and didn't find any, correct?
I know. We should have frozen that. I didn't think it was going to go bad so fast. Well, we're going to have to pull an audible because our pesto is moldy.
And that's heartbreaking.
I'm frustrated. We have this jar of artichoke pesto that we can use, but it's not the same. I could very easily, very quickly pull together another batch of pesto. The basil outside is growing again, but I don't want to get the blender dirty. This is really irritating. All right, well, I'm gonna show you how to make it with a jar of fake pesto sauce because it's not even real pesto, it's
Can I
artichoke
help you
pesto.
with making the pesto? Would that make you feel better?
You wanna make another batch?
You want to do that?
No.
Okay, then just do that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna show them how to make it with fake pesto and we'll pretend that it tastes good.
We'll use extra Parmesan
Well,
and we can put some shredded or what do you call it?
what are you doing?
Like when you have a knife and you roll your pesto up and you julienne it or whatever.
The basil?
Basil, there we go.
Chiffonade basil.
Thank you.
Okay.
We could put some of that
She's
on
doing
top.
this. And I
I'm
don't know what it means because to me it looks like grating cheese.
Yeah, we could grate some cheese on it too.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna boil the pasta first. Salt your pasta water. So in here, in this pot, we have a bunch of salt and the pasta, and we're gonna let that boil and go to al dente. And then here, I have like a pot it's over medium-high heat. I'm gonna turn that down. We're gonna add the shrimp and everything in the bowl. I like to make it so it's just one even layer in the pan, and shrimp cooks so fast. You know it's done when it turns like a solid opaque pink color, because right now it's kind of like gray, but you can see where some of them are starting to turn color on the edge already. So we will like flip these in a few minutes, but I'm gonna let them sit for a minute. And here's our pasta boiling. Once this actually comes to a boil again, I'm going to pull off some of the water and reserve that because we'll need that for the sauce. But now we wait. Okay, little update. Pasta's boiling. I have stirred this and I think it's done. I'm going to take it off the heat. And Bruce is running again. And I pulled off just a little bit of pasta water. Here in the bowl we have our artichoke pesto. It's better with the homemade pesto, but at this point it is what it is. And then I have some Parmesan cheese. And then over here we have some basil. I picked this yesterday, so I'm probably going to go ahead and chiffonade this so that it's ready to go into the pasta when the pasta's ready, because the pasta is still cooking, so we can go ahead and get this ready. So this looks a little weird now. This is the pesto, and then I added the chopped up basil and then a bunch of Parmesan cheese. We keep ours in the freezer because we get this at Sam's Club. I think that helps. And then I'm going to add this reserved pasta water to actually make it a sauce, because right now it's not. I'm not going to add all of it. We'll save some. But this will kind of turn it back into a sauce. And I believe that pasta is just about ready. Let me taste it. Yep, really close. I've just drained the pasta, so it's super hot, but we'll add that in and then mix this because we want to coat the pasta in the sauce. This is where I like to add a healthy dose of cream. I'd say it's about a third of a cup, maybe half a cup, and I'll mix that in, and it usually combines really pretty well. And there we go. You can see the sauce, I mean, it's really hot. That pasta water was really, really hot. So it's still really loose, but that cheese definitely helps when it's homemade pesto, it's definitely like much greener. So it looks a little bit different every time, depending on the pesto you make it with. But this is gonna be fine. It's not ideal, but I think it's going to be okay. This is our shrimp over here. It looks and smells so good. This I can hardly wait to eat. So we're gonna add this to our pasta. And here we go. We have 1, 2, 3 portions. One for me, one for Mom, one for Anthony. And Emma's gonna eat leftovers from yesterday. So this is gonna be our lunch today. I will admit it smells really good. It's not what I set out to make, but I think it's gonna be fine. So time to eat. We just finished Luca. You gonna tell us your thoughts?
It was really good. I almost cried.
He'd never seen it
Almost.
before. He was really close to tears.
You could tell?
Yeah, I could tell. They didn't fall, but I could tell that they were there. And now I feel like Mickey Mouse, about to sing that song, now's the time to say goodbye to all our company. So we're gonna take him home. Mom is gonna come with us. Actually, Mom, I'd like to do an update on your eye when you're done. When you're done doing what you're doing.
What I'm doing?
Because today she did something she has not done before, and because she had the cataract surgery on her left eye, and so in her right eye, she's wearing a contact lens.
An old contact. This is the post-op eye.
Don't tell us how old the contact is.
It's just old. And I got a little bit of bruising, it looks like, underneath of there, but the eyeball looks okay.
Yeah, she has a black eye, and I promise I did not punch her.
And then this eye, I put the contact in, because with my glasses, having one lens popped out of this one and looking, it's like, whoa, depth perception is way weird.
The prescription for her glasses is very different than the prescription for her contact lenses. So the type of sight she was able to get from the glasses is very different than the type of sight she's able to get from the contact lenses. And the contacts is more similar to how she's able to see with the cataract surgery done.
Really similar, and like I can read that road sign.
She's never been able to say that before.
Yeah.
Because there is a road sign that we can see from our kitchen. And I can read it, but she's never been able to read it before.
No.
Not that she can't read. She can read, she just
I can
can't see
read.
that far.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try something. We're gonna see if she can drive.
I'm gonna follow them. I'm not gonna lead.
Yeah, because if she can drive, then I don't have to take her to work this week. And we don't have to worry
about getting home.
Yeah, so we're gonna see, because we need to take the excursion to get it dropped off for an oil change. And if we're gonna drop it off, then we have to have a car to come home. So we have to have 2 drivers. And Emma's gonna stay here and do some other stuff around the house while we're gone. So, driver number 1, here's your key. I'm driver number 2. My key is already in the car because it is 94 degrees outside. It's hot. The cars are hot. Yeah, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna leave the camera here. And I'll see you guys when I get home. But say goodbye to him. Bye.
Bye.
Well, it's 10 o'clock. It's bedtime. I'm really sleepy. I'm really excited to make my bed. I've cleaned sheets. So I need to put the sheets on the bed, make the bed so that I can sleep in it tonight. But, you know, I don't have to work until, I don't have to go to work till noon tomorrow, which is nice. Because I do have some things that I would like to get done tomorrow morning before work. My schedule right now is very, I want to say flexible, but basically they have me moving around doing all kinds of stuff right now. So closing this week. And the hours are different Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the closing shift is different Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And since today is Monday, our latest day, because we're open the latest on Monday, whatever. Anyway, I look like a wreck. And I kind of feel like one too. I'm just so sleepy, but I feel very relaxed, and I want to say renewed. This was a really nice holiday weekend because I actually got to relax and I did some stuff, a little bit of stuff, not a whole lot of stuff. I didn't do major productive stuff, you know, and as much as I love doing that stuff, doing it all the time is a lot, and having a weekend off like this, like a holiday weekend, actually relax on a holiday weekend is very nice. So I enjoyed it. I got to spend a lot of time with Anthony this weekend, and that was nice. We watched a bunch of movies this week, and we actually got to introduce him to a bunch of movies this weekend. So he has now seen The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. And I have my, can I show you something? So I showed you my Minion cup, right? It's a googly eye, and I put like a false eyelash on it, but then I gave it like a little koozie cup to have the blue pants. So from far away, it definitely looks like a Minion. I tried Sharpieing over this logo. It didn't work. Whatever. But yeah, nice weekend. Looking forward to going into the work week starting tomorrow on Tuesday. So short work week this week. Lots of stuff to do, like at work. And then, you know, some things that I normally have to do. I have all of my plants that I usually keep over here. They're all still sitting in water in my bathroom. I need to deal with those, but I don't want to do it tonight. I'll do that in the morning. They can just drink overnight because they were thirsty. The ones in my office downstairs need water, and I can do that tomorrow morning. Lots to do, you know, but it's fine. I have the energy to do it now. And I can't say that that was true before this. I'll talk about this in another video. I think I'm actually going to film this one tomorrow. Just basically just talking about my mindset, my mental health, my goals, and where I've been with those. But I have kind of been a little bit down lately. And I think I'm happy about the job change, obviously. But mourning what was and what could have been with that previous position, a little bit of that, a little bit of guilt, and, you know, it's weird, but I don't know, I don't want to call it, like, seasonal stuff, but for me, it's like it hits this time of the year going into summer as opposed to going into winter. It's weird, but I realized last night I feel better. You know, we were walking out of City Walk, and I was just thinking, I'm so happy right now. And I love being able to say that, feel that, think that, and tell myself that I feel that way. And it's true. So, anyway, I've chatted for a while. The cat has made herself comfortable on the unmade bed, and I now have to move her. So, we're gonna deal with that. I'm gonna make the bed, and you guys will see me in another video really